customization can really kind of make all the difference in a space. So let's talk about maybe the top 4 projects that can really kind of give your home that custom vibe.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Where are we starting?
We're going to start with heated floors.
Oh,
right?
Has anyone ever stepped on a heated floor? Wow. Yeah.
So heated floors is obviously a design decision as far as the type of flooring.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to the actual components, it's a build decision.
Yeah,
right?
that's what you.
So what we have here is there's 2 types of heated floors. You can do electric, which is basically what you see here, and these coils actually heat up, and that's what emits the heat. And then you can do hydronic, which is what you see here. And what this is you basically have warm water that flows through these pipes. It's connected to a boiler. It's a much bigger system.
Okay.
But that's going to be your 2 different types of components. And then what kind of goes into determining, well, which one do I go with?
Yeah.
Is going to be your budget.
Yeah.
Because one's going to cost more than the other.
Yeah.
But then also, you know, the space you're trying to heat. Are you trying to heat your whole home, just one room?
Yeah.
And then if it's a renovation, is there any pre-existing kind of issues that we kind of got to navigate that will dictate which one you go with as well?
Now, this is the space we were just seeing, correct?
Yes.
And now this is all of that hydronic, the water heated.
Exactly.
That's all the floor. And I can see it's in a basement, which is such a great space to do this.
Yeah, it's when you step down the stairs.
It's not the like freezing cold cement floor that you remember in your basement.
And it being hydronic, it also emits heat. So
Yes.
it's different than forced air. So it actually heats that entire basement.
Yeah,
Right?
that's fantastic. We have the electric one in our downstairs bathroom. Man, my cat loves it. Yes, it's so warm and beautiful.
Listen, you know it's a treat when he actually gets excited about it, right? Because as you saw, he doesn't get too jazzed about too much, but it is a crowd pleaser.
Heated floor is the way to go. Okay, now let's move on to one of my favorite places. We're talking the kitchen.
Yes.
Okay, what are we talking about here?
So as you saw in that recent project, but just in general, a great spot to go custom in your kitchen and bring in some character is your island.
Yeah.
So we're seeing a lot right now, as in that project, of a freestanding island. And the reason I love this is because you really can design it from scratch. The size you need, we've talked about how getting the right size for your space is tricky.
Yeah.
The leg shape you want, the stain color you want, how many drawers you want. So something like this is exclusively designed. We love pulling that together.
Isn't that beautiful? Yeah.
It's gorgeous. And in a space with a lot of perimeter cabinetry, really keeps it light and airy. Or another option where we would bring in this guy as well is if you have a more traditional one and we have plumbing in there or venting or even like electrical outlets, then we'd work together on that. But custom island,
Always the way to go. That's the thing. That's more this skirted island that we're used to that has kind of maybe something going on in there.
Exactly.
Love that. Okay, now let's talk about the fireplace, because that fireplace in that was beautiful.
Yes.
And the fireplace itself, obviously great, but we want to talk about what goes on around it.
Yeah, and that's a tag team effort on fireplaces, with the fireplace itself, the surround. So what's important to note there is really figuring out what you're going to do for your surround. Are you doing built-in bookcases? Are you doing concealed bookcases? On the fireplace itself, you want to make sure you're using non-combustible material.
That is key.
What we have here, right? Because we don't want that thing going up.
No. We want to keep the fire contained. Yeah.
Exactly, right? And then you see we have a lot of curved details on the one that we're showing here.
Yeah.
And so a way that we achieve some of that is with this corner bead, which is made curved.
Oh, okay, right on. So this is actually already kind of curved and it gives you that beautiful edge.
And this actually bends. I'll show you something too. It bends for if you have an arch.
Oh, nice.
Right?
So you can actually go around the
You
corner.
can actually go around. It's very, very handy.
I love that.
Makes my life a little bit easier.
Yeah, I was going to say that's always a good thing. Work smarter, not harder, am I right? Yeah. All right, now moving on, let's talk about lighting, because lighting I know is so key to so many homes. It's the thing that kind of takes you from like hospital vibes to like warm and cozy.
Absolutely. And I mean, as you heard firsthand, I tend to blow the lighting budget.
Yeah.
But it is because, oh my gosh, because one of the things that I think is a must for custom details is layered lighting. So yes, I am a big fan of a beautiful overhead fixture, even though I rarely turn them on. But then of course you have your task lighting, you have your sconces, you have your picture lights, you have maybe a floor outlet to accommodate a floor lamp. So that layered lighting gives the custom look. And it is sometimes a pain when you're working with a designer or on your own to select them all in advance. But the reason we do that is so the lighting plan is ready to go for your builder.
Yeah.
And it accommodates for things like the space, right? Like the width of a sconce like this,
Mm-hmm.
you want to make sure you have the space, whether that's beside your mirror or on your little partition wall or whatever the case. So requires planning, but custom lighting, layers of lighting, an absolute must.
I love that. And even just down to like where the plugs go. I didn't realize when we were doing our house, I was like, we got to talk about where plugs go. I thought they just went in places.
How high you want
Yes!
them, what type you want, are they concealed?
And code.
And code. Now I know about code. You got a chunk of wall, you got to have a plug in it. I know all the things. This was absolutely fantastic. Thank you both so much for doing this today.
Thank you for
What
having
a
us.
delight. Great. Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.